What's up, guys? This is Rise, and welcome to another video. The Go Battle League season updates just got announced for the next season Memories in Motion update, and this is always an exciting time to see the new moves, what's going to be good, what's going to be changed, and this will be live in about a week from today. It's February 24th, and in a week from now, Tuesday, March 3rd, is when these changes go live. I've taken a quick glance at this, but I haven't really deep dived into much. So without further ado, let's get into it. Here we go. Go Battle League Memories in Motion update. And we see right off the bat, they always talk about, the Go Battle League schedule and everything and the timing. But the most exciting thing is always the move updates and the new move pools being added to certain Pokemon. So we'll get to that. But to start things off, it'll start next Tuesday. We covered that. End of season rewards will be available. Go Battle League rank reset. All the same number of wins required to advance from rank 19 to 20 will revert to 20. So I think that's just in reference to how this was an interlude season. So now ELO will, of course, be coming back. Now, here are the following leagues. We see Great League, Kanto, Ultra Spring, Master Jungle. Nothing new, I don't think so. Electric Cup? I feel like we might have had Electric Cup already. Might have been a while. Fantasy Cup, Spring Cup. Don't see any the new sort of leagues here. Looks like we can end the season with Great Ultra Master. So that's always kind of nice when you have those options. So nothing too crazy there. Daily Discovery, Go Battle. Okay, wait, what is this? Thursdays between 12 a.m. and 11:59. Starting with Members in Motion, different days of the week will have Daily Discovery experience associated with each. Up to 4 times Stardust from win rewards. The maximum number of sets you can play per day will increase from 5 to 10. Whoa. So every Thursday, you get 10 sets? That's kind of cool. 10 set Thursdays. Go Battle Thursdays instead of Go Battle weekends. Very interesting. I think I like that. Because Go Battle weekends, when you just get an insane amount of sets for a weekend, you kind of get burnt out and you don't even want to play all your sets eventually. So I think this is potentially a better alternative is Go Battle Thursdays. Very cool. Plus extra Stardust, of course. I like it. Let me know what you think about that in the comments section. Go Battle League, Memories in Motion rewards. All pretty cool. Of course, Pidgeot, Pancham, Togetic, Honedge, Dreepy. Honedge can be shiny. It's nice in Pikachu Libre if you hit that legend rank. Standard encounters all looks pretty normal, pretty cool. And timed research pass. Yeah, this is just about the rewards. We've had this for a while now. Here we go. This is always exciting. The Avatar. What do we think about this pose? I'm someone that still runs the season 2 pose, the shrug. The shrug I always thought was pretty cool. This one, I don't know. I can get behind it. I don't exactly know what it's supposed to be. What is this gesture supposed to mean? Is it I don't know. But the pose inspired by blue. Okay. Could you imagine for my fellow basketball fans if they added like a certain NBA player celebrate? What if they had the LeBron, the silencer? Shout out Pranav. Okay. Some more information on the cups. Honestly, I don't think any cups were new, so I think we can kind of skip by that and get straight to business with the attack changes. Let's go, baby. We start off with this low kick. Low kick and mud shot are probably the two big headliners here. Low kick, increase in power, energy generation increase as well. If I go to pvpoke.com and we take a look at the rankings and just kind of look at this stuff, what gets low kick? What is this relevant to? Because you might be thinking, Rise, low kick is so irrelevant, but they're making it relevant. And suddenly Annihilate, Primate, Pangoro, all these fighters with access to low kick are going to have more play with that. I mean, they already have Karate Chop, right? Which is great. But with low kick, that especially for Annihilate. Like, Primeape might still prefer Karate Chop because Karate Chop's a great attack. But since the counter got nerfed, Annihilate has not been the beneficiary of, like, high energy generation. So if we go to the moves, what is Low Kick right now? Low Kick generates only 5 energy, 4 damage, so not very good at all. Not very good at all. It's a 2-turn attack. If this goes up significantly to like 8 energy, which some people are speculating, that could signify Low Kick being like a top meta move, like a Shadow Claw clone or something like that. Well, actually, Shadow Claw does 6 base power, right? Shadow Claw is 6-8, so maybe it'll be like 5-8, which would be like Vine Whip, right? So there's a chance some are speculating Low Kick might become like a Vine Whip, and then what that means is Annihilate paces very fast. Maybe it's not as good as people think, and it won't be as relevant, but it's very intriguing. Mud Shot, energy generation increase. And this is going to signify the return of some of the OGs. Mud Shot used to be 9 energy. It went down to 8 energy. Now it's going to be back most likely to 9 energy. And there are so many Pokemon that used to be like pretty common with Mud Shot that have kind of fallen out of the meta. And first of all, Stunfisk, right? Now you could probably run Mud Shot as well as Thundershock. Claude, Toad's Cruel. So like Pokemon that have just you don't really run Mud Shot on them because of their other attacks, but now you have that option. And then you bring back things like Quagsire, like Galarian Stunfisk, like Swampert, like Quagsire. Or did I already say? I think I already said Quagsire. Swalot as well with Sludge can be really spammy. Diggersby, now you have the option to run Mud Shot for better pacing as well. So like Greedent as well, like super spammy. 4 Mud Shots to every Body Slam is crazy. Mud Shot is back, and we're going to see the return, I think, of a lot of the OGs. Politoed is another one you could consider. 4 Mud Shots to every Weather Ball again. Super spammy Politoed. Yeah. Psycho Cut. Power increase. I mean, that's nice, right? Maybe it makes Mewtwo and like Psycho Cut and Medicham a little bit more relevant now. Waterfall. Here's a big one. Waterfall. Power decrease slightly, but energy increase. So now Waterfall might be more relevant with better energy generation. What gets Waterfall that's relevant in the Great League meta? Empoleon. Maybe Empoleon now you could opt for Waterfall, something like a Kingdra with access to Swift. You can still be kind of fast. So certain Pokemon like, Seaking got that same type of attack bonus Waterfall. So I don't know how relevant it'll be in the Great League, to be honest. My Milotic could be another one instead of non-stab Dragon Tail. But what it's probably going to make the biggest difference is the Master League. Waterfall Kyogre now can probably take advantage of better energy generation and get to that Avalanche in an even quicker timing, because right now Waterfall is what did I do? I wanted to go to moves. Waterfall. It's only 8 energy for a 3-turn move, which is not very good. So let's say it goes to like 10 energy. Suddenly the pacing becomes 5-4 to get to something like Avalanche on Kyogre. And that's like pretty dang good pacing for such a powerful attack. Or even if it goes to 9 energy. If it goes to 9 energy, then it's 5 every time, which is pretty good as well. So Waterfall, and now here's another big one. Wing Attack, energy generation increase. And what this could signify, ladies and gentlemen, you know it. You love it. The return of the Noctowl. One of the bulkier flyers in the game. Used to dominate the meta, but Wing Attack got nerfed. And now if Wing Attack is back, something like Noctowl, with Shadow Ball being buffed as well and Sky Attack getting there at the same time, like we could see the return of Noctowl potentially to the meta. But there's a lot of things that get Wing Attack. There are a lot of things Gligar as well. Gligar still doesn't really have great chart attack, so even with the wing attack buff, I don't think Gligar will really be back because Dig got nerfed so bad a few seasons ago. Moltres. Moltres just automatically opts for Sucker Punch, but now you at least have the option, potentially, with wing attack. And here's a big one, I think. Gliscor. Gliscor does have a hard-hitting ground move that Gligar doesn't in that Earthquake. And you already have some decent attacks with Sand Attack, Fury Cutter, but Wing Attack, same type attack bonus, a little bit better than Sand Attack, I think, damage-wise. That could be really significant, and we may see Gliscor becoming a top meta pick just based off of that alone, because that's kind of what it's missing, right, is that reliable fast attack. So very nice, because with Fury Cutter, you just don't really operate as a flyer, right? It's like you're a flyer that probably loses to a lot of fighting types, but Wing Attack changes that. We get a Drain Punch power increase. Don't know how relevant that is. Heat Wave. Less power, but an energy cost decrease. Now, I don't even know, like, how many relevant things get Heat Wave? Heat Wave. Ninetales. Ninetales already has so many attacks, so I wouldn't think it's that big of a deal for Ninetales. Macargo. Yeah, I gotta be honest. I could be missing something, but I don't feel like this will be that relevant unless it's like it becomes like really cheap. Then maybe it's gonna be more relevant. But I don't really see anything here that unless maybe as we scroll further down, more things will get Heat Wave though. Sand Tomb getting a power increase, so Sand Tomb just strictly becoming better is good for certain things like Fortress, like Gliscor if you run Sand Tomb. Because it's just such a weak attack. Now doing a little bit more damage makes it more valuable. Twister. Oh my god. Look at how huge of a buff this is. Increasing by 25 power and energy cost decreasing. I know that Gyarados gets Twister. So that right there, like Dragon Breath, Aqua Tail, Twister, or maybe you go for like Waterfall, Aqua Tail, Twister. Gyarados suddenly could become a menace in the Master League, especially like Mega Master League with Mega Gyarados. That immediately is really interesting. Fearow, I don't know if you really want to bother with it on Fearow because like Drill Run is already pretty solid, but it's an option. It's an option. Not a lot of things get it, but Gyarados seems to be the main beneficiary there, where it could become top meta Master League. I mean, honestly, all three leagues, Gyarados, it helps it. I saw this one, Volt Tackle. What is like only Pikachu get Volt Tackle, or am I clueless? Don't answer that. Volt Tackle. Okay, so maybe some things are getting Volt Tackle. It's not even. Wait, what if I go to like Battle? Because I just remember from the anime that Pikachu had Volt Tackle. Yeah, not even Pikachu. Okay, well, maybe we'll get more information on that. Bullet Punch nerf, meaning Caesar not as good. Metagross with Bullet Punch not as good, but now you kind of opt for Shadow Claw anyway on Metagross. Oh, baby. Here we go. Mud Slap nerf. So many people have been asking for this. Mud Slap, so oppressive. Going to be less oppressive now. Smackdown nerf as well, making Bastiodon worse. You buffed Flyers with Wing Attack. You nerf Smackdown. Uh-oh. Flying meta, perhaps? Mud Bomb? This is a nerf, actually. This is a nerf. I was going to say energy. So power increases, but the energy cost also increases, which I think just makes Mud Bomb strictly worse. So 45 energy for something that's still not that powerful. That's not really good. Night Slash, the user's attack increase has been lowered. So perhaps a single stage buff now on Night Slash instead of a 2-stage buff. It'll be interesting if like the chance also changes, if it becomes like more likely, maybe like 50-50 or something, or 100%, I don't know. Or if it's just going to stay the same, which I think is 12.5%, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, 1 in 8. And then Rock Tomb, decrease in power. So still going to keep the automatic debuff, it appears, but a decrease in power, so it just hits a little bit less hard. Okay, attack availability updates. Now, here are some big ones right off the gate. Acrobatics on Gliscor. I forgot about this. I did see this earlier, but I forgot about it. Acrobatics. So you just are probably going to opt for Wing Attack, Night Slash, and Acrobatics, I would have to think. And suddenly Gliscor just functions completely differently than it has in the past, and this thing could easily be top meta. Let's we can't really simulate it with the Wing Attack change. Is there anything I can do to like somewhat simulate it? I mean, let's just give it Fury Cutter. All right, let's just give it Sand Attack, since Sand Attack is like probably the closest thing. But if we give it Acrobatics, wait, let's do a Matrix here. These are some fun things you can do in PvPoke as well. Let's give Gliscor Sand Attack. You can do other. Give it Acrobatics. And then put it against the Great League meta, which will obviously change. But look at that. Like, immediately pretty relevant. 20 and 22 with a positive average against the Great League meta versus if I just make this like the current normal Gliscor. So we saw the new one, 20 and 22. Like, it picks up several matchups there. And that's not even with the buffed Wing Attack as well, which will probably be even better. So that just illustrates a little bit. Moltres will now learn the Charge Attack Fly. That's interesting. So Moltres, what does it even run now? That's not the Galarian Moltres, it's the regular. Fire Spin, Sky Attack. So like just a slight upgrade, right? Fly instead of Sky Attack. I don't think that'll be too game changing. Oh, but it also gets the Wing Attack buff. Oh my god. Moltres relevant? Hello? Scolipede getting Aqua Tail. I don't know how big of a deal that really is. Maybe in like limited metas, Scolipede will be good with Aqua Tail or better with Aqua Tail. Volcanion learning Skull. Volcanion, dude. Is Volcanion like relevant at all? What is Volcanion ranked? I mean, you can't always read too much. Whoa, that's some crazy coverage though. A fire water type. That's actually pretty crazy. Incinerate, Skull. Yeah, that's kind of interesting. Okay. Let me know if I'm crazy or not. But for some reason, I could have sworn Heracross already knew Fury Cutter, and I saw this, and I literally looked it up. And apparently it doesn't. I legit thought this was a mistake. I could have sworn Heracross knows Fury Cutter, but I guess I'm just making stuff up. So Heracross getting Fury Cutter is interesting. I don't know if it'll be that interesting, especially with these like Wing Attack buffs, these Flyer buffs. Now we get things learning Heat Wave. Pidgeot Heat Wave, Zapdos Heat Wave, Togetic Heat Wave. If I had to guess, I would think Togetic might be the more relevant one from this because Togetic has some decent bulk to it. It's already ranked pretty high, 119. And now you run something like maybe Fairy Wind, Psyshock, Heat Wave, and you can hit against the steals. You're not walled against something like an Empoleon. You probably just straight up beat Corviknight. And we could even simulate this, right? So we lose all evens to a Corviknight. I guess Heat Wave, we can't really... We can't, like, change the move. But it still wins the zeros for you. But, yeah, so I guess it's tough to simulate because we can't really change the Heat Wave. What's, like... If I go back, the Heat Wave change... 75 energy cost decrease. Let's give it, like... I don't know. Flamethrower. Something somewhat similar. Look at that. Bang. Just instantly flips the matchup. Very cool. Very cool. Camerupt learning Scorching Sands. Interesting. Rotom learning Leaf Storm. Don't know how relevant that'll really be. Mow form. Lawnmower. Articuno learning Powder Snow. Wow. This could be relevant. Arthur. Because Ice Shard is just not that good. You see things like Dugong can still get by because Dugong's just so dang bulky. But Ice Shard is just not that great. Powder Snow is a pretty solid fast attack and could make Articuno a little bit more relevant. I mean, that is something we could sim, right? I don't know about the Great League, but let's go like Ultra League. And you can simulate Articuno with its current... let's go to Matrix. So we can just do a simple comparison. I don't know if it'll be that relevant, but probably more relevant. Articuno, and then give it custom Powder Snow. Look at that. Just strictly picks up all these matchups because of the better fast attack. Oh my gosh. Look at that. Goes from pretty bad to very solid, very relevant in the Ultra League. I think it's just too, if we go Great League, I think Articuno just doesn't have the bulk to be good in Great League, but let's test it. Actually, I take it back. Almost 2,000 stat product. That's not that bad. Great League meta. Okay, not great, but not the worst. Heracross learning Rock Tomb is interesting. I mean, Fury Cutter plus Rock Tomb could give it more play. They're trying to make Camera Up a little bit better. Get Scorching Sands and Rock Tomb now with Incinerate. That could be viable. Marshadow learning Shadow Claw. Wait a sec. Is Marshadow even like... yeah, I don't think it's even possible in the Great League. It's more like a Master League Mon, right? Yeah, that immediately makes Marshadow seem kind of nasty. Let's simulate this real quick. Master League, Marshadow, Master League meta, and then opt to give Marshadow custom Shadow Claw. Oh my gosh, look at that. Just a strict upgrade. 20 and 14 in the Master League meta. Holy cow. Holy cow. You Master Leaguers. Wormadam's getting Sucker Punch. So, like, becoming better, but I don't know if that'll be that relevant because, like, Bug Bite's already not a bad move at all. But gives Wormadam more play, maybe some play in advanced or limited metas. And then Flygon and Garchomp getting Twister, which seems like it's going to be a pretty good attack now. So, Flygon as well and Garchomp, more Master League play for Garchomp. But yeah, maybe we'll see more Flygon in like Great League, Ultra League. And there you pretty much have it, guys. My immediate reaction, and again, we don't know the details on all the buffs and the nerfs. We don't know what else could potentially change, how it's going to really shape up. But my immediate thoughts are that the winners, Togetic, Gliscor, those are like the two big winners that come to mind. And then things like Noctowl as well. I think Noctowl, another big winner. For Master League, it looks like Marshadow. Also with the Mudshot buff, that's going to affect a lot. Mudshot, going back to what it once was. Things like Swampert, Quagsire, Politoed, Galarian Stunfisk, Mudshot users are back, it appears. And also for you Master League players, Landorus now. Landorus used to be really OP, right, with Mudshot. Now it's going to be as OP as it once was, 5 to every Sandsear Storm. So those are the things that really stand out to me. This Volt Tackle one is interesting. Is there something that gets Volt Tackle? I don't even know. I tried looking it up. It didn't seem like it. Maybe there's like a special Pikachu version that gets it. But there you have it, folks. That's kind of the gist of it. And I hope you found this video helpful, maybe a little bit insightful, or gave you some ideas. So get those Noctowl ready. Check if you have a Gliscor. Trade with your friends. 1 week until these new moves and updates premiere in the Go Battle League, along with the potential new rework of the system, which what I've been seeing online has had some, I don't know, it looks like a lot of people are kind of struggling with this new system where it's not functioning very well, but hopefully I'm optimistic, and maybe this like slow rollout, once it gets, fully rolled out, maybe it's just like a beta version, and it'll be functioning smoothly. Fingers crossed, we can hope. But all that said, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, feel free to subscribe, leave a like if you enjoyed, and I very much hope to see you in the next one. Peace.